Hello and welcome to West Country Wanderings. Welcome to another one in my railway series. Well, we're still here in May. Earlier this month I was on the Severn Valley Railway just outside the town of Kidderminster, getting some shots of the Spring Gala there. Well, as we approach the second bank holiday here in May, the late spring bank holiday, there's another festival of steam. And it's on another heritage line not far from the Severn Valley Railway, and of course, yes, it's the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway, which is always a little bit confusing because at present it doesn't go to Warwickshire, but it does go to neighbouring Worcestershire. So yeah, it's a few miles south of that. I'm at a location called Greet Tunnel, just outside the village of Gretton. So I parked my car in the village of Gretton, walked over some fields to stand over the top of Greet Tunnel. It's the portal that faces south towards the town of Cheltenham, and it's from Cheltenham where the railway starts at Cheltenham Racecourse, and it goes on north towards the beautiful Cotswold village of Broadway in Worcestershire. Near here is the station at Winchcombe, which is actually at Greet, not in Winchcombe itself, about a mile or so north of that beautiful Cotswold place. So let's capture some steam trains in action here around Greet Tunnel. I'll probably do another location like I did with the Severn Valley Railway one. We'll go on to somewhere else later on. Maybe Stanway Viaduct, but we'll see. Hope you enjoyed the video and capturing some steam here on the Cotswold Festival of Steam on the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Steam Railway. Well, I've moved on to a new location now. First time I've ever filmed and photographed this. That is STANWAY Viaduct, which was repaired due to a lot of fundraising about a year or so ago now. They still need to do some more work on it, so obviously if you can support the GWSR, then please do so. But yeah, so it's great. I've just got a shot of that engine going across it. I've no idea what it is. Is it 2426 SE and CR? I'll put the details scrolling across the screen now, because obviously it's one that's come on holiday here to Gloucestershire. Well, in fact, it's just come down from the village of Broadway in Worcestershire, crossing over the magnificent STANWAY Viaduct. Well, left the location at STANWAY Viaduct. Unfortunately, the timetable is running about 45 and 55 minutes late at the moment, so they've all fallen back in time. So it's a bit difficult keeping track of what's supposed to be coming through. I've come to a new location near the villages of Stanton and Stanway, a little bit north of there on the old road from Cheltenham to Stratford upon Avon via Broadway. Broadway's about 3 miles to the north. This location though is very, very windy, but it's a newish footbridge on the Wyche, W-Y-C-H-E. It's just on the edge of the border between Gloucestershire and Worcestershire. In fact, I'm not entirely sure which county I'm in. I think I'm in Gloucestershire, but I might be in Worcestershire. This bridge here takes us right over the line. Come round to another location now. I'm near the HALT of HAYLES Abbey, HAYLES Abbey HALT, which opened in 2017. Replica of the original HALT that was put here by the GWR back in 1923. I think it was about 10 or 15 years after this line was opened, because it was opened in the 20th century. It wasn't a 19th century line. It was a competitor to the Midland Loop line that went up, Gloucester Loop, from Ashchurch up to Barnt Green via Redditch. Only the Redditch to Barnt Green stub of that survives today. But that way is in direction of Toddington, which is the centre of the GWSR. Back that way takes you down to Winchcombe station, where they have lots of workshops as well. Let's see what we can capture from this area. I think it might be a little bit busy on the platform, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to get onto the platform, but we'll see how we go. If we can, we can. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. Probably the best location of today, I think. Particularly was excited to see WRR number 13, Earl David, with that brandy colour, giving out loads of smoke there. I filmed it arriving here, Hales Abbey. It stopped. Not normally this is only served by rail cars, not steam trains. So it's a very, very special event to see a steam train stop at this halt here. Not sure if there's one more train due because I keep hearing whistles, so there may or may not be, but I think I'm hearing them back there from Torrington because it's winding down to the end of the day. The event goes on for another couple of days. I'm filming this on the Saturday, it continues on the Sunday and the Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, but unfortunately by the time this arrives the event will be over. But there's always next year, 2026. But fantastic event here in Gloucestershire, well, just up there in Worcestershire as well. Brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Until next time, here on West Country Wanderings, take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and hope to see you on the channel again very soon. All the best for now. Bye bye.